my tummy tuck is number one for sure. For shiggity show. Guys, and welcome to today's video. My name is Gina Jyneen. If you are new here, I like to think of myself as your thick best friend. If you're a youngin', which is in your 20s or younger, I'm your thick auntie. But if you're in your 30s, don't play. All right, guys, so I'm having a little sit down chit chat with you guys. But of course, as I sit down and talk to you guys, we do have a sponsorship because that's how the bills get paid. Today's sponsor is SUNBER Hair, and I'm going to show you what you get in your box. So I am going to be styling a headband wig. So of course, you do get your unit. Your unit comes packaged just like this. It says, okay, this is 24 inches. All the details will be down below in the description box because, of course, I don't know exact specs of everything, but this is how your wig comes packaged. This is the natural curl pattern of the wig that I chose. Here's a headband inside the package. So here's one, and then of course you get more. So there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you get 5 headbands and a wig cap plus your unit. So everything you need comes in your package. So before we get into the topic of today's video, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on my head and show you guys how easy it is. And then I'm going to curl it and talk at the same time because I don't want this video to be too long because it's late already. Okay. Literally, all I have on is a stocking cap. I have on this wig grip band. If you guys care, I can link it down below. A lot of girls put their wigs on starting from the front and then bring it around to the back. I'm different. I'll put it on the back first and then pull it around to the front of my head. So however you want to do it, however gets the job done, that's all that matters as long as it gets on your head. And then it already comes with like this Velcro. I call it a headband. You really don't have to put one of the headbands on that comes with it because it comes with a black headband on it already. You really don't have to put on one of the headbands, but of course I'm going to. But this is how it looks. And then I always just push the headband back just a little bit so my baby hairs can be exposed. You definitely don't have to. You want it all your baby hairs covered up. That's your prerogative and it doesn't look bad like that. So I just push it back some. This is the gel that I'm using. This is just some cheap gel that I got from CVS. I think I paid maybe $4 for it, $3 for this huge thing. And then of course a baby hair toothbrush. I'm about to do my baby hairs really quick and then I'm gonna curl the hair. Okay, now that the wig is on, the baby hairs are done. You can literally stop here. You can leave your hair in its natural curl pattern. I mean, it's a very light, loose wave, but it doesn't look bad. This is actually like really cute. Let me close my robe up. So it'll kind of look like I'm gonna have a top on, like a shirt. This is really cute. I can go out the door like this. I can go to the gym like this. I can go run my errands like this. Like, this is really cute. Headband wigs are just meant to be get up and go hair. No thinking about it. No bleaching knots, no tweezing. You don't have to do anything but slap it on your head. Bring the little headband part around, and that is literally it. So, I mean, definitely just super simple, super easy. All right, y'all, let's get into these questions. I'm just gonna show you guys how many I got. Of course, I will not be able to answer everybody's. I will try my best. But of course, some of the questions are gonna be repeats. Some of the questions are gonna be just stupid, like, come on now, you trying to play with my intelligence. You trying to play with me, okay? That's how some people do. But these are how many that I got. Like I said, I just posted the question a few hours ago, so it's a lot. It's a lot. So I am going to start at the very top. Let me get my hair sectioned off. Actually, let me prop my phone up. let me prop my phone up. These are all surgery questions. I said y'all ask me anything about surgery, whether it's about cost, prepping for surgery, healing, massages, how to find doctors, support systems, whatever you want to know, ask away, and I will answer to the best of my ability. Let's do this first curl and just see. I already know it's gonna curl good just because I work with SUNBER hair all the time. I know SUNBER hair is a amazing hair company, and I could just tell by this curl pattern that it's gonna hold a curl. All right, let's see what that first curl do. Hello, told you. Look at that. Shirley Temple curl. Perfect. All right, first question. This is from Go Toy. Can you still feel your after your breast augmentation? And you are so beautiful. Thank you. And the sensation definitely went down after my very first breast augmentation. The sensation went down, I would say probably by maybe 20%, which was not a big deal. But my second augmentation, my sensation went down even more, unfortunately, because that's when I tell you guys all the time in my previous surgery videos and when I speak about surgery, and I tell you guys that when I tell you guys who my last doctor was, it is because I had a horrible open incisions on my boobies that healed very ugly. I will be getting them fixed later on this year, but yeah, because it was right there by the areola, so a lot of sensation went down. Sadly, unfortunately, it went down for me. I know I have heard some girls say that their sensation got heightened, which is crazy, but everybody I know, my friends, my sister, everybody has told me that their sensation has went down. So that is sadly something you are gonna have to deal with. Next question is from You So Bougie. Can you please go into detail regarding your thigh lipo? Pain level and is it worth it, doc, if possible? So I have had thigh lipo a few times. The very first time I got thigh lipo was in 2016. I got it done completely by itself. Then I had thigh lipo again when I got my first BBL, and then thigh lipo again when I got my second round BBL. Thigh lipo for me is not that bad pain-wise. You bruise horribly. If I can find my pictures of the bruising from my thigh lipo, then I'll put them in here. But the bruising is awful, but the pain is not really bad. Sounds weird because literally from knee to like mid-thigh and my full inner thigh was like a complete purple bruise. But it was, pain-wise, it just wasn't that bad, y'all. When I got my stomach lipo, my back lipo, my arms lipo, I could see a huge difference. My thighs, I couldn't see a huge difference. And that could just because I have massive thighs, y'all. All right, this is from Just Lisa Marie 1. Did you have second thoughts before any of your procedures? I had second thoughts about my arm, and I've showed you guys this before. I had arm lift. I love my arm lift. I love the results. My arms look so much better. I literally had like hanging skin. Yes, I still have big arms. I'm 200 plus pounds, but I don't have that hangy, loose, nasty skin. As you can see, look, like nothing hangs at all. But I did get the scar covered with the tattoo, and it did go into my armpit, and it's a little bit darker in my armpit. It doesn't bother me. I know that would probably bother some people. That doesn't bother me at all. This is my other arm. I have my mom's name, and the same thing. The scar goes into my armpit right here. I'm cool with it. But that was the one that I had the really second thoughts about because I was gonna be left with a huge scar. All right, next. This is from Stacy is Divorcing. Uh-oh. I for sure want to know cost because after losing 123 pounds, I need some stuff done, sis. Okay, so it all depends on where you go, of course. I had my tummy tuck done here, and I had my first thigh lipo done here. My tummy tuck was done back in 2015. It was $6,400 just for the tummy tuck. He did lipo a little bit of my, the sides of my stomach to kind of give me more of a Coke bottle shape. And I will post pictures of how I look before any surgery, y'all. So I didn't really look bad, but let me not get off subject. I can be getting off topic. Price, $6,400 for my tummy tuck. My thigh lipo by itself back then was $3,400. Then I went to DR and I got my entire body done, the entire thing. I got the first round, I got my breast done. I got full body lipo. When I say full body lipo, it's my arms, my stomach, my back, my sides, and my thighs. And then I got a BBL as well. Oh, and then I got my first breast done for the very first time. So I paid, it's hard to remember because that was back in 2016, but I believe it was like $5,500, $5,800. It was somewhere around that price. But you have to also account for your plane tickets, which were about $800 or $900. You staying at a recovery house, they make you stay for 10 days. That recovery house stay, I probably paid about, I don't know, it's hard to remember, maybe about $1,500. Then you pay for massages when you're there. You pay for massages once you get back home for weeks and weeks. You have to have supplies that you bring out to the Dominican Republic. You have to pay like taxis and tips, and it's a lot that goes into it. So altogether, I spent about $10,000 on that first round of surgery. Then my second round of surgery, I got everything the same again. I got my breasts redone, a little bit smaller, and another lift. I got stomach lipo, thigh lipo, an arm lipo and an arm lift, and then a BBL revision. I talked to you guys about my BBL revision. I had like a table booty, or what they call it, it's like a table booty, a shelf booty. And then I got it lipo at the top of my hips and lipo at the top of my butt. So my butt was a lot bigger the first round. Like I said, if I have pictures, I will put pictures in this, but I have a video all about this that I will link down below if I remember. But yeah, so it really wasn't a real BBL because my butt got lipoed. But anyway, that altogether I paid like $6,500, and then plus staying out there for 10 days, my flight, all of the aftercare, massages. So I spent probably around maybe $11,000, and I'm not accounting for me having to see a wound specialist and having to go to the emergency room because my breasts weren't healing right. Aside from those extra costs, just for like surgery expenses alone was about $11,000 for my second round. All right, so veneers, okay? I have veneers, guys. I have composite veneers. I got them done in Miami. They do have two different kinds of veneers. You can get composite veneers or you can get real porcelain veneers. Porcelain veneers, they do shave your teeth down into little nubs, and they actually make individual teeth for you made out of porcelain. They last longer, they're whiter, they're stronger, they don't stain as easy, they're less maintenance, but they are way more expensive. They're like 3 times the amount of composite veneers, which is what I have. So with composite veneers, they do very minimal shaving to your teeth. If I ever wanted to take these off, my teeth would still look like how they looked before I had anything done to them. They would probably just be shaped slightly different because they do have to shave them really, really slightly. Before I went to Miami to get my veneers done, I got my dental work done here in Houston. So I went to my regular dentist. I had 2 cavities. I did a deep cleaning. So I paid probably about like $600 for that. Because I'm self-pay. If you have insurance, whatever your insurance will be, I'm self-pay. But so I paid about $600 for that, for the cavity, the 2 cavities, the x-rays, and the deep cleaning. So I went to Miami. We were in Miami for 2 days. The first day was just the day that we got there. Then the second day was the day that we had to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning at the dentist's office. We were there for a total of 8 hours getting our teeth done. She asked me, did I want Hollywood white, which would be me shaving down my teeth more than normal, and it could be that very white. I said, no, I want natural. So she did very minimal shaving, and she gave me a natural smile. The total for this was $5,500, but you have to also account for plane tickets and then staying in a hotel or an Airbnb, paying for food. There's more that goes into it than just getting your teeth done. So make sure you have money for that. Also, with your veneers, once you get them done, it's not a one and done. You have to go back every 6 months to get them adjusted, to get them cleaned, whatever you need to do. I am actually going back in August to get them cleaned and to get them shaved down a little bit more at the bottom. If you can see, my teeth look very natural. They look like my real teeth, but they're a little bit not as straight as I'd like them. So they're gonna shave them down just a little bit so I can have them, you know, just a little bit straighter, nothing unnatural or anything. And they told me, they just quoted me a price. They said that one's gonna be about $700. So you gotta have money for these procedures. It ain't just get it done and that's it. Okay. All right, next, a bomb doctor for curvy girls. My first doc, Dr. Mignon, he's very good with curvy girls, like very good. He will give you that Coke bottle shape. Just be very specific with whatever doctor that you choose that you go to. Be very specific with what you want. Check out their Instagram, go in Facebook groups, see what other people have to say about certain doctors. Just do your research. Of course, I don't know all the docs who are out there. I just know that the docs that I've used have been great, except for the second doctor where me, my best friend, and my sister, we all needed breast revision. So that's why I'm not saying his name. I have said his name in past videos, and you can find those videos, and you wanna risk your life, that's on you. But I'm not gonna be out here exposing who he is because I don't recommend him at all. So where is a great doc in the US for a mommy makeover? Yummy Thighs Extra. I don't know what that means, but that's poobaby_smiles. A great doc for a mommy makeover in the US. I'm really not sure. My doctor, Dr. Doe, he does mommy makeovers all the time. He did my tummy tuck, and my stomach is bomb. My scar was bomb. My healing was easy. He was a great doctor. He's here in Houston. Like I said, he did my tummy tuck. He's done a lot of friends of mine, and he is actually doing more lipo on me coming up. So I trust him, and his work is really, really good. Next is the.Diamond B. How did you trust that your teeth were going to come out perfect instead of donkey teeth? I stalked their page. I literally stalked their page. I scrolled all the way down to the bottom, and I looked. Every time they posted on their story, on their page, I was watching, and they just did not give anybody donkey teeth. That's just not what they did. Now, when you go to the Dominican Republic, it seems like they give a lot of donkey teeth out there, especially that really popular doctor, Dr. Montoya, that everybody goes to. He gives out very big, very white teeth, and that's not what I wanted. I wanted very natural, to where when I smile, people can't tell that I have veneers. They just think like, oh, she has nice teeth, or oh, she probably had braces as a kid. So literally, I stalked my dentist page. Next, Eritrean Bella. Do you regret your BBL? If so, will you be getting another round? Do I regret it? No, I love it. Girl, no. Have you seen my booty? No, I don't regret it at all. I love the way it looks. Yes, it was a hard healing process, but my shape looks great. My butt looks great. Of course, there's always more to perfect, but I can't perfect every little thing. I wish I can get the little cellulite dimples filled in. My hips still have slight little hip dips in them. Very, very slight hip dips. I mean, I'm never going to be perfect. So, but yes, I am very satisfied. I'm very happy with what I have. Will I get another round? I seriously doubt it. I have no fat really left on my body to get another round. I would at least need 1,000 cc's of fat to get another round, 500 in each butt cheek, but I think I'm good. I think it's proportioned to my body. It doesn't look natural, but it's not like something crazy to where when I'm walking down the street, people are just staring at me trying to take pictures of my butt, where, you know, you see some girls like that where it just looks so crazy and unnatural, like a freak of nature. So I'm very happy with it, very. Next is the.young.mrs. How do you decide between lipo or a tummy tuck? What is the difference? If you have loose hanging skin, you need a tummy tuck. If you have loose hanging skin and you get lipo done on your stomach, the The fat is gonna be gone, but the skin is still gonna be there. Even if you wear your faja, binder, whatever it is, you're still gonna have that loose skin, and it's not gonna look good. It's now gonna look darker. It's gonna look smushed in like a pancake. Like, it's not gonna look good. If you need a tummy tuck, I hate when girls are so obsessed with getting lipo and getting that BBL that they wait for the tummy tuck, and now you have this nasty looking stomach with a fat old booty, but your stomach looks crazy. You still can't wear a bikini. Like, get your stomach done first, sis. Get your tummy tuck done first, then save up more money and get the lipo and the BBL. Don't do that, because your stomach is gonna be still hanging. You're still gonna have that hanging loose skin, and it's not gonna look good. It's gonna look worse. Bella1343, what suggestions would you give to help the healing process? There is arnica gel and arnica pills that you can take that help out with swelling and bruising. You could drink a lot of pineapple juice. Pineapple juice helps out with that as well. And I also think that you need to have an in-house support system, whether it's your husband, your boyfriend, a sister, one of your parents. You need to have somebody in-house, I feel, to help you out. Because if you get home and let's say you have young kids, you got a 3-year-old and a 10-year-old, and you don't have anybody helping you with the kids, you're swollen, you're in pain, you have to put on a faja every day. I don't know how I would have been able to put on my faja every day if I didn't have anybody. I really don't. My first round, my mom helped me out and my aunt helped me so much. My second round, my ex-fiance was living in the house, so he was literally stuffing me in my faja twice a day. So if I was by myself, I don't know what I would have done once I got home. That would have been pure hell. So I would say try to get you someone who can help you out at least for that first week when you come back home. This is Bella1343 again. How was the healing after a tummy tuck? I'm so nervous, but I need one. The healing after a tummy tuck was not really, it wasn't that bad. I would say the first 3 days were the worst. Those first 3 days, you're burning at the incision sites. If you get a muscle repair, which is, if you've had kids, you get diastasis, it's called diastasis recti. Those abdominal muscles spread apart, and the only way to get them back together is if you stitch them back together. So getting those muscles stitched back together, plus getting that skin removed from your stomach, it's very uncomfortable for the first 3 days. Laughing, coughing, sneezing, everything that's done with your core, it really hurts because that muscle repair was bad. The incision where they remove the skin really ain't that bad. It burns a little bit. You might have your drains coming out of the little sites on either end, but I mean, it really wasn't that bad. The very next day, me, my mom, and my aunt went to Cracker Barrel. I had my walker. I was hunched over, but I sat down and I ate. I had my little bulbs of with the fluid in them hanging out the side of my dress. So I mean, I probably shouldn't have done that, but I mean, I'm just letting you know that it's painful, but it's bearable. I was still able to get up and move around and do stuff. I also put a riser on my toilet. You can buy risers from Amazon, so you don't have to bend down all the way when you need to poop. Definitely have a lot of stool softeners, because you don't want to press and squeeze. You use your stomach muscle when you have to do a number 2. You want it to just be able to flow out. And if this is TMI for anybody, maybe you don't need to have surgery, but I mean, this is the stuff that you're going to be going through. Okay, so next is you_love_Kira. I'm in the DR right now, sis. Talk about the ugly side of lipo, these lipo burns. Yeah, lipo burns is not cute. Horrible. I had a tiny lipo burn. It may have been a faja burn. I think mine was probably a faja burn, but it's probably the size of a quarter, or like the size of a nickel maybe, on like the side up here. Yeah, it's ugly. I mean, it's all healed up now. You can barely see it, but yeah, that mess hurt. All right, Angie_A, can you recommend your US doctor, especially if they did your tummy tuck? Yes, my tummy tuck doctor is Dr. Fudo. I love him so much, at Aesthetic Surgery Institute. He is here in Houston. Like I said, he did my tummy tuck. He has done my thigh lipo. He's doing more lipo on me this week. He's done my sister. He's done 2 of my friends. Like, he's He's the shit. So if you want to come to Houston, Dr. Fudo at Aesthetic Surgery Institute. Definitely recommend. Lux_La, what is the healing process like getting lipo, no BBL? Just getting lipo done, you're still gonna have to wear, if you get it done on your stomach, you're still gonna have to wear your faja. You're gonna still have to get your massages because you don't want that lumpy, bumpy look. You don't wanna get fibrosis. You don't wanna get a seroma. There's so much that can happen if you do not wear your compression garments properly, if you don't get your massages. So there's a thing called lipo itch, which is really bad. That starts around week 2, I believe, 2 or 3. Where you literally are going to want to scratch your skin off. Lipo itch is the worst part about getting lipo done, hands down, period. Of course, the massages suck, and paying all that money for massages is horrible. But that lipo itch, where you just scratch all day long like a crackhead, just on your back, on your stomach, on your sides, like, it's horrible. But lipo to me is worse than the BBL. BBLs are painful and your booty is hard for a while, kind of feels like rocks. But lipo is worse than the BBL. It really is, y'all. But it doesn't last forever. Like just the first few weeks of lipo are the worst. The swelling is really bad. But I mean, we come out of it. We heal from it. Amazing as Yaz, how long do you recommend taking off of work? I took 2 weeks off and I was good. Rock City Sweetheart asked, did you do a tummy tuck and how was the healing process? I think I kind of answered that already. Pandora's_locks, how difficult is the upkeep in regards to your veneers? Did they chip and did they stay white? I have not had any problems with my veneers. They have not chipped, but they have not stayed white. Let me show you guys. I don't know if you can see. You probably can't see because I can see. It is stained right here. This tooth is stained. In between, it's like on the sides, they get stained in between the teeth. So that's why you have to go to get them buffed and polished. That's what I am doing in August, like I told you guys earlier. Abby TV, which 5 doctors from the DR do you recommend if you have 5? Ooh, I don't have 5 because I don't even remember which doctors did what. I have no clue. I do recommend you guys getting in surgery groups on Facebook, make a surgery Instagram page, just so you can talk to other girls who have gotten surgery done recently, who are about to get surgery done, and you guys can look at different doctors and really just there's a whole surgery community out there. Get in Facebook groups. That is just my best option because 5 doctors, I don't know. Like I'm 2 years post-op, so I don't remember any of the doctors that I was even looking at back then. Abby TV, on a scale from 1 to 10, how bad would you rate the pain of your surgeries? Breast surgery, I would rate it probably a 2. Tummy tuck, out of 1 through 10, tummy tuck, I would probably, just because of the muscle repair, I would probably rate it like maybe a 7. Lipo, whew. Lipo can be anywhere from maybe a 7 to a 9. My arms were probably like a 9 with pain. My back was probably a 9. My stomach maybe like a 7. Thighs probably like a 5 or a 6. So yeah. Okay, Abby TV, how many rounds did you get to get your desired look? I've had 2 BBL rounds. I'm assuming that's what you're asking. 2 rounds of BBL. eBaby_miss, you did that already, boo. Don't know what you mean by that. This is my first time having a Q&A video where y'all ask questions like this and I'm answering them. So I don't know what you're talking about. Miss_dimples, what things do you look for that help you narrow down your selection of doctors? Just, are they consistent with giving out really good figures? Has there been any deaths? How are they, as so far as like aftercare? If you're already back in the United States and you have questions, have girls said that they don't respond back to emails, they don't respond back to WhatsApp messages? Then I just, I really just look at their Instagram pages, and in the surgery groups that I was in on Facebook, other girls who were looking at my doctors that I was interested in as well. What did they have to say about them? realself.com has a lot of info on doctors in the United States and outside the United States. So I mean, I didn't just pick a doctor who was giving girls fat booties. I did my research. Sexy SB87, hey gorgeous, please let us know how you prepared and took care of yourself for a tummy tuck. Because I got my tummy tuck done here in the United States, there was not really much prep. Of course, there's certain things like you can't have alcohol for like 48 hours before your surgery. I know some doctors say 2 weeks. My doctor said 48 hours. You can't have any aspirin for, I believe, a week or two. Had to get off birth control. They give you all of these multivitamins to take. Well, not multivitamins, all of these vitamins to take just to make sure your iron levels and everything is where it needs to be for surgery, because surgery is very traumatic on your body. And there really wasn't much prep that I had to do for my tummy tuck because it was done here in the United States. I slept in a recliner chair, so I slept sitting up. I definitely recommend doing that. You're not gonna be able to lay on your side, lay on your back, lay on your stomach. You're gonna be sleeping sitting up. And then I made sure I had somebody to take care of me. My mom and my aunt took care of me. I had somebody that's literally stayed with me that did everything for me. So yeah, I don't know how you prepare for like out the country, but here in the United States, it was really easy. Miami peppermint, oh my gosh, she said, would you teach how to edit? Girl, we talking about surgery right now. Sinfulness, did you use foam boards, ab board, 360 board, and for how long? I used ab boards, I used Lipo foam, and I had Lipo 360 foam as well. And I compressed I used my ab boards for probably the first, maybe 6 weeks. And those foams I used almost the entire time because you don't want to get that faja burn. So foams I used pretty much the entire time, and I compressed for 16 weeks. Simply Sade, how long did it take for your lipo to heal and how much was the cost? I went over that already. Courtney, I can't read your name, was the lipo part the worst? In terms of pain, I answered that, and that answer was yes. Nubian Queen Brit, not sure if you got a lift, but if so, why you get a lift with implants versus just a lift? Oh, okay, because at first I wanted just a lift, and then the doctor was like, you're not gonna have any fullness at the top, and I don't think you're gonna be happy with that. So I was like, okay, if I'm gonna do this, let me do it. I want the fullness at the top. I don't want like natural mom boobs. If you just get a lift, you're not gonna have that super perky round look. They're gonna look good and they're gonna be lifted, and you know, they're gonna be perkier than what they were before, but when you get implants, that gives you a whole other look. So that's honestly why I chose it, because I wanted that fullness, I wanted that roundness. Sailor 8, how did you minimize fat loss after your BBL? Really the only thing that you can do, your doctors tell you to feed the fat, so make sure you eat good fats like avocado. Even if you're not hungry, you need to make yourself eat, because after surgery, you're really not gonna be hungry. Your body just went through this traumatic experience. You're healing, you're in pain. So the last thing you wanna do is really sit at a table and eat. You really just wanna lay down, be still. You don't wanna move, you don't want nobody to touch you. And you're gonna feel like that like for days or weeks. So I minimize my fat loss. Everybody's gonna lose at least like 20% of the fat that they put in their butt. I've heard some girls say that they've lost 50% of the fat. I've heard some girls say they don't lose any of their fat. But I mean, every doctor I've talked to, had consultations with in the US and in the Dominican Republic, they say you lose about 30% of your fat. I feel like I lost probably maybe 20%. And then you just don't sit on your butt. You just try not to sit on your butt. Yeah, so that's really my only tips for helping to keep the fat. And I wore my faja every day, all day, 24/7, except when I took my shower. So a lot of these questions are repeats, guys. So if you haven't heard yours answered, it probably was just answered earlier. Kedra Brown Winter, any pre-surgery tips you would suggest for people undergoing a BBL? My tip for that is probably just either get down or get up to your goal weight. Some girls are so small that they don't have enough fat to get like a really nice full BBL. So your doctor might want you to gain 15 to 20 pounds, or if you're overweight, you should try to get down to your goal weight before you get any surgery done, because you want your you're spending all this money. You're gonna be healing up for months and months. You're gonna be in pain for weeks. So I mean, you definitely want to look your best once you're completely healed. And if you're 250 pounds and you know your goal weight is like 170, try to get as close to 170 as you can. Why would you want to get surgery done at your biggest? Like, that's just my thing. Just try to get to your goal weight. And if your doctor tells you to gain weight, definitely listen to your doctor, because you don't want to spend all that money and then your butt comes out looking pretty much the same. You can't even really tell you had a difference, you know. So definitely lose the weight you need to lose or gain the weight that you need to gain. Same girl asked, how much money would you recommend someone to set aside for aftercare of a BBL? Aftercare, which is massages, more garments, getting your garments taken in, and of course you're going to be off work, so you're losing money. I would say take to the side about $3,000. That's just me. You can do less if you want to, but I would say $3,000 just because you need massages multiple times during the week, and massages in the US on the very cheap end, you might be able to get $50 a massage, and that's cheap. And if you're doing that 3 to 4 times a week, that's a lot of money. You need to get your garment taken in like every other week. I found a lady who did it for $10, but I know a lot of girls who are finding women that did it for like $30 and $40, and you do that like every other week. Like, it adds up, y'all. It adds up a whole lot. So I say $3,000 just for aftercare, so you can have that cushion, so you don't have to worry about money. You don't have to worry about, oh, I can't afford my massage. You have to get your massage. You have to. There's no, I can't afford a massage. Okay, next question is, do you still compress? That answer is no. I compressed for 16 weeks during both rounds, and that was it. I hate compressing. It is uncomfortable. You cannot wear your cute clothes during this Texas heat. It is awful. Like, I hate compressing. I hate fajas. Hate them with a passion. So right at that 16 weeks, I was done. I threw all my fajas, my boards, my phones in a box and put them in like a closet. So the answer is no. Lux Sherry _ did you need a lot of help after surgery in the first few weeks or just the first few days? Weeks, baby, weeks. Getting in and out of that faja with nails, and with your whole body is sore, your entire body is bruised. I got my breasts done both times. If you're not getting your breasts done, maybe it'll be easier, but you can't like push, and you're like straining your chest as you're trying to pull the snaps around your stomach. Like, I needed help for weeks, yes. Sadly, that's why I say it can be done with you living alone, but I don't recommend it. Let's make life easier. Let's make it easier on ourselves. Like, see if you can get a nurse to come to your house. Have one of your siblings come to your house, your parent. Like, your man better be helping you if he lived there with you. So I needed help for weeks. It was right there in my home, so I took full advantage of it. Simply Nail _ how was your experience when going into your doctor's office for surgery and after? My very first doctor who did my first round BBL, it was amazing. He was a dream come true. His name is Dr. Israel Mignon. So sweet. Our very last day there, he literally took us out to eat. When do you ever hear of a doctor taking their patient out to eat, to a restaurant, on the beach, paid for our food, like had us a driver? He was amazing. My second doctor, when he got our money before surgery, yeah, he was great. But after that, I didn't even see him. His assistant was the one taking bandages off, not his assistant, but like his nurse. I didn't talk to him. He wasn't the one responding to WhatsApp messages when I started having my incisions opening up. Once I got back to the United States, he did not respond. So my first round was amazing. Amazing bedside manner, amazing doctor. Second time, horrible. I just don't, that's why I'm not gonna say his name, because I don't recommend him. He gonna kill you. Like, don't do it. Miss Coco 04, have you had a procedure and regret the results? Yes, I hate that I got my breast done a second time. The scarring is just so ugly. I really hate it. I hate that I had to spend thousands of dollars out of pocket to see a wound specialist here in the United States. Now I'm left with ugly scars. The sensation has went down tremendously because I scarred so much around my areolas. It's just like, I really hate that I got them done a second time just because of what I went through. When I had them the first time, it was just perfect. Everything, the scarring was perfect. The way they looked was perfect. They were just too big and I wanted them smaller. That's why I did them a second time. But yeah, I definitely regret that. Robin Tweed, how much is your thigh lipo with Dr. Doe going to be? Dr. Doe charges $3,000 per area. So my thighs, which would be my knees, my inner thighs, and the back of my thighs, he charges $3,000 for that. He's also lipoing my arms, which is another $3,000. So he charges $3,000 per area. Miss Jayla Joy, and girl, where the fuck is another vlog? Girl, I just dropped a vlog today, okay? This is not what it's about. She said, I've been waiting. Girl, I know. It's been over a week since I posted a vlog, but I posted one today, girl, so I hope you're happy. Miss Jayla Joy, okay. How to find a good doc, please talk about this. Nobody talks about this. Honestly, I spoke about this earlier in the video. I got in surgery groups. That's what I did. I got in surgery groups. I went on Instagram before I knew what surgery groups were. I watched so many videos on YouTube. Then after I watched those YouTube videos, I went to the doctor's pages that the girls on YouTube were talking about. So I was like, oh, people go to the Dominican Republic and get their body done. I had no clue. I thought that was the only thing in the United States. So that's where it started. Then I found out about the Facebook groups. Then I was like, oh, I can make me a whole surgery Instagram page to where it's private. And I put a picture of my wish pick as my avatar picture. And then I put like surgery with Dr. So-and-so on this date. And then you write what you're getting done and then write no men allowed, surgery pages only. And you put your page on private. And girl, you will just have you a whole just community of girls. Y'all just find each other, y'all start talking, y'all talk about doctor. That is literally how I had to join Facebook groups, and I made a surgery Instagram page. Check the hashtags of BBL, Dominican Republic BBL, Dominican surgery. Girl, them hashtags, girl, you can find everything. You just gotta look. You just gotta look. That's how I found my doctor. Just, you know, through word of mouth, and then just checking through different pages, talking to them through WhatsApp, getting a feel of how they, you know, respond back. So, yeah. She also asked how long do I have to wear my faja. I already answered that. I wear it for 16 weeks. She asked about veneers. I answered that already. Also, a lot of these questions, guys, like I said, they are repeats. They are repeats. Did I regret my surgery? Makeup Rehab NYC, how long did you swell after a tummy tuck? I'm 6 months post-op and I still swell. Oh my goodness, after my tummy tuck, I swelled for probably about like 4 to 5 months after my tummy tuck. So you swelling for 6 months, it's normal. I would like wean myself out of my faja. Well, in the United States here back then, they didn't use fajas. I don't know what they do now, but Dr. Doe in Texas, in Houston, he didn't use fajas, he used binders. So I weaned myself out of my binder after like the first probably like 4 weeks. And yeah, I would swell really bad. So, and I swelled pretty much daily for about 4 months. Someone asked, how was your healing for your second round BBL compared to your first? It really felt the same. BBLs really don't hurt. It's the lipo that hurts. You have to get your body lipoed to pull the fat out to add to your BBL. So I mean, the BBL is uncomfortable because your butt is really hard and it's swollen, but it's not as bad as the lipo. The lipo is the most painful thing. So I would say the only reason why the second round was easier, just because I knew what to expect. but the pain-wise was still the same. Somebody, how long did it take you to feel normal after Lipo 360? I felt like, well, I could say I feel like my normal self if I'm fitting in clothes normally. I'm not swelling, I'm not in any pain, no weird itches. Probably at about 6 months where I was like, okay, I think I'm like Gina up, totally 100%. Maybe 5 months, but I know for sure at 6 months. Lee C. Worst thing about the arm lift. The worst thing about the arm lift, you cannot raise your arms up because it will split at your armpit. So just think about doing your hair. Most people, we do our hair, our arms are on top of our head. You cannot raise your arms above your head. So this is how I would do my hair. I would hunch down and I would do it like this to make sure that my arms were not being raised. You cannot wear deodorant for, oh my God, months. I couldn't wear deodorant for like 2 months. So I'm just walking around, musty, hair growing under my arms. I would try to shave my hair as much as I could underneath my arms, but you can't wear deodorant. I would say the pain wasn't too bad. It was mainly not being able to use my arms how I wanted to. You can't lift anything heavy. You're just really restricted with like lifting, pushing, pulling, lifting your arms up in the air. So I mean, that part really sucked, especially if you work. Like, oh my God, going to work and not being able to really lift it, like it sucks. Firefighter, this is a man, why are you asking me this question? But anyway, we don't discriminate around here. If you could only do 2 and nothing else, if I could only do 2 procedures and nothing else, number 1 above anything else, number 1 is my tummy tuck. That is the number 1 procedure I am so happy with, so life-changing, so the way your clothes fit, the way you look, everything. My tummy tuck is number 1. And then number 2, probably my breasts, because I was so insecure about my breasts, y'all. Let me just describe to you the way my breasts looked. First of all, when I would just stand up, they were literally like flat pancakes to my body. They were flat, my nipples pointed not down, straight down. Any like sexual acts, if I was on top, just imagine a sock with an 8 ball in it, like a pool ball in it. You hold a sock up, it has a pool ball in it. That is how my breasts looked. It was just, I was very embarrassed by them. So I would say my breasts and my tummy tuck are like the 2 main things that I'm like, I wouldn't turn back the hands of time. My butt, yeah, my butt was like flat before, but you can kind of camouflage that if you wear the right leggings or the right jeans or the right outfit. With like your breasts, your stomach, it's not really no camouflaging that. So that's what I think I would say, my breasts and my tummy tuck. My tummy tuck is number 1 for sure. But sugar this show. Gaia CV513, the 401 on veneers. I think I answered that earlier. I love my veneers. I paid $5,500 for them. I got them done in Miami. It took about 8 to 9 hours to get them done, and you do go back every 6 months to get them buffed, cleaned, and so they can be pearly white again. And I haven't had any issues with them, no chipping or anything. I don't even realize I have them anymore. The first like a month, it just, your mouth feels weird. Like you feel it's something abnormal that's on your teeth. So you're very aware of them because you can feel them. Now I don't feel anything. Like they're just a part of my body. Like I don't notice them when I eat. I don't notice them when I talk, when I smile, do my makeup, nothing like that. They're just a part of me now. Lovely_Natco, were you unsatisfied with the results? And if so, did you have a revision? I answered this. I'm unsatisfied with my breasts. I am getting a revision later on this year. I will let you guys know later on down the line which doctor I'm going to, where I'm going. It is here in the United States, and I will let you guys know all those details when that time comes. K_L_B, how long should I have a nurse or someone helping me after surgery? That full 10 days that I was in the Dominican Republic, we had nurses in our recovery home 24/7 for those 10 days. When I got home, I came home to family that helped me. So once you're home, I would say if you could at least have somebody for like those first like 2 or 3 days, just to kind of get you acclimated to being by yourself and being alone. I would say at least 2 to 3 days, guys, because I know not everybody has someone that can be with them 24/7 once they get back to the United States. And I'm talking as though you go to DR or go to Miami. So I would say once you're home, out of the recovery house, I would say at least the first few days, if you can have somebody just come and help you, at least come and check on you, help put you on your faja. Cause sis, it's gonna be a shock once you're by yourself and there's nobody there to put you on your faja, nobody there to help bathe you, nobody there for nothing. You're gonna be shocked, okay? Just trust me. Tiffany_Harlow, I'm getting a BBL. On a scale from 1 to 10, how painful is it? I answered this earlier. I'm gonna stop saying I answered this earlier because y'all know I answered stuff earlier. But the BBL doesn't hurt. The BBL isn't that bad. The BBL is like, I don't know, a 6, a 7. It's the lipo. The lipo is bad. Your back is gonna be hurting. Your stomach is gonna be hurting. Those massages are hell. Horrible. I had tears running down my face every massage. So the massages are terrible. So it's the lipo and maintaining your lipo afterwards with the massages that's what's painful and horrible. So the BBL part is really not that bad. Alexis from Texas. Girl, I don't know if she wanted me to say her name or not, but she's like, yeah, you've helped me so much. My date is getting closer, July 12th. I have answered so many questions for her. She has called me, she's texted me, she's DM'd me. I've just like really helped her through it. So I'm excited for her. She gonna look good. She's already beautiful, but she's gonna look good. And then that's it. Ooh, we're done. That's it with the questions, y'all. If I didn't answer your question, I'm sorry, but hopefully you got enough information out of this video. Like, any girls who are seeing this and you've never considered surgery, don't let this sway you in any way. Like, I decided to have surgery because I was unhappy with my body shape. I was unhappy with my stomach. I was unhappy with my body. I don't want y'all to get out here and be like, oh, well, maybe I should look into surgery now, or all these girls on Instagram look the exact same, got the same body. Baby, you're good the way you are. Like, don't let anybody influence you how to spend your money, because this is thousands upon thousands of dollars. You're gonna need to take off work, or if you're in school, you're gonna have to take off of school. Like, it's life-changing. Like, this is major surgery. So I don't want anybody watching this video to feel like, oh, I feel like I need to change myself, or I'm not good enough. Girl, no. I hit you out this camera. Don't do that, you know? But if you're somebody who's watching this video and you've always wanted surgery and now you have the money to do it, then sis, I really hope that I've helped you. I hope that I've helped answer some of your questions. This is just skimming the surface. Getting surgery done is not just you see somebody like myself, I look good, my shape looks good, and you want to go to my doctor and that's it. Do your research, make you those surgery pages, like I said, join groups. I mean, it's a lot that goes into it. It's not just seeing a fine body and saying, I want that. I'm taking Gina's picture to my doctor and I want to look like her. My foundation isn't gonna be like your foundation. I'll pop an old picture up. I already had small waist and curves and thighs. I was already a curvy girl to begin with. I wasn't, you know, straight up and down. I wasn't shaped like a box, but there are some women who are shaped, you know, straight up and down, who they might have to get to how I look, they might need 3 or 4 rounds. So I'm just saying that to say, don't let anything in this video really sway you into doing something that you really hadn't planned on doing. Okay guys, so with that being said, let's get into finishing out this hair. I'm gonna put on this headband that came with the wig. Like I said, you can definitely just wear it with the black. To me, it looks cute with just the black, but you know, I gotta show you guys how it looks with the headbands that come with it. You know how it goes, you know how work is. So this is one of the headbands that comes with it. I'm just gonna break up this curl real quick. And I got this nice, like, feathered look. Look at that, and look how full this wig is. If you guys have not tried a headband wig, I've been trying to tell you guys for months and months. Try it out. I don't recommend this is like a going out look, Like, this is more of like, I'm busy, I want to look cute and put together while I'm running my errands, while I'm working from home, while I'm dropping the kids off to soccer games. Like, this is just cute and like super easy. Gym hair, like I said, this is just like everyday cute casual hair, and I look put together. I can put on a t-shirt and I look cute running out the door. So you guys definitely check out SUNBER hair. I will have a coupon code down below. The link straight to this unit will be down below as well. You don't have to get a headband wig. They sell lace front units, they sell bundles, they sell colored hair, they sell black natural hair just like this, short hair, Peruvian hair, Malaysian hair, Brazilian hair, whatever you want, they have. SUNBER hair has treated me good for years. I have worked with them so many times, and they never let me down. I mean, look how good I look. Cute, girl next door, innocent. So yeah, you guys check out SUNBER hair. Thank you to them for sponsoring today's video. Just gonna reiterate that surgery is not for everybody. Baby girl, if surgery is not for you, do not feel like you have to be pressured into doing something. This is a very expensive lifestyle. It takes upkeep. It just takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of dedication. It just takes a lot. And if you're not ready for this life, girl, then I don't know what to tell you, because it's a lot of money and a lot of time. So I'm just here to tell you, this ain't an easy life. It's not easy to go through. It's hard. So if you guys want me to do like a part 2 of this, definitely let me know where I can answer more questions. But y'all send me positive energies. Pray for me. In 2 days, I am having lipo done again. Today is Tuesday night. Thursday morning, I'm going in. So y'all send me prayers and just positive energy that everything goes as planned. I know it will. I know God is on my side. I know my mom is on my side. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready. So all right, guys, make sure you follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to check the description box for all the info that you need. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. Until next time.